FCC commissioner takes on 4 big tech companies for censorship cartel. Now, this censorship cartel, this censorship regime has been censoring conservatives for years. And about time the FCC is finally stepping in and doing something about it. I think they're getting a little bit more emboldened now that Trump is going to be in office. And he's specifically talked about free speech and how these companies should not be curtailing United States American citizens' First Amendment rights, and rightfully so. So we're going to talk a little bit about it, but before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from the Daily Wire from Ryan Saavedra, and he reports that FCC Commissioner Brendan Carr is taking on 4 major big tech companies for their involvement in an alleged censorship cartel that he says targeted Americans for promoting narratives that the companies did not agree with. Carr sent letters to Alphabet CEO Sundar Pichai, I can never say his name, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, and Apple CEO Tim Cook, requesting that they provide the FCC with information pertaining to NewsGuard, a left-wing organization that has played a role in targeting conservatives online. Now, this is why leftists and Democrats, they hate X, because when Elon Musk came in and took over Twitter and freed it up where we can see these and have these conservative views, they couldn't stand it because they didn't allow people like NewsGuard to come in and censor our speech. They no longer had control over the narrative. It was wide open, free for debate, and they can't stand it. This is why they hate Elon Musk and are fleeing Twitter X, which, you know, and they're going to that blue sky crap, which since they came over to blue sky, they said it's been inundated with so much, with their moderators had to come in with and moderate so much stuff because they coming in there and getting triggered and all these other things and screaming, oh, we need to censor their own free speech over there, the leftist free speech. It's just crazy. It shows how it's just been running rampant. You can't even the leftists that ran over the blue sky is getting censored from their own stuff. It's just crazy. It's just madness. It's out of control. But quote, over the past few years, Americans have lived through an unprecedented surge in censorship, Carr said in his letter. Your companies played significant roles in this improper conduct. Big tech companies silenced Americans for doing nothing more than exercising their First Amendment rights. Carr said that the companies worked with so-called media monitors to censor speech involving politics, science, and religion. The companies worked to, quote, defund, demonetize, and otherwise put out of business news outlets and organizations that dared to deviate from an approved narrative, Carr said, and that's facts. Carr said that various congressional investigations and news reports showed the companies operated this censorship cartel with the help of Biden-Harris administration. The letter said the relevant conduct extended from removing or blocking social media posts to labeling whole websites or apps as untrustworthy or high risk in an apparent effort to suppress their information and viewpoints, including through efforts to delist them, lower their ranking, or harm their profitability. This censorship cartel is an affront to Americans' constitutional freedoms and must be completely dismantled. Americans must be able to reclaim their right to free speech. Indeed, our democracy depends on freedom of expression. True, true, true. Amen to all that. Carr said that the incoming Trump administration and Republican-controlled Congress would be taking a close look at the company's actions. This is why he went ahead and put forth this. He requested information about their work with NewsGuard, a for-profit company that bills itself as the internet's arbiter of truth by, quote, rating the credibility of news and information outlets and telling readers and advisors which outlets they can trust. He noted that congressional investigations have found that NewsGuard selects, quote, winners and losers in the news media space by using its partnerships with advertising agencies to censor targeted outlets. The letter said that NewsGuard's own track record was a serious problem. For example, rating, quote, official propaganda from the Communist Party of China as more credible than American publications. You can't make this stuff up. So the CCP pretty much got a hold on NewsGuard. They pretty much, NewsGuard trusts the CCP. But NewsGuard also has on its advisory board at least one person who, quote, signed the now infamous October 2020 letter from former intelligence community officials that claimed the false claim that the Hunter Biden laptop story was Russian disinformation, a letter that itself fueled a wave of censorship. Carr said that the companies had until December 10th to provide information to the FCC about all their products and services that use or enable their customers to use NewsGuard. Awesome. I'm so happy this is happening. Trump was not playing around about free speech, and I'm glad that they're gonna start holding these companies accountable. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.